Today I want to go ahead and show you guys exactly how to use and load the Terminator 30 caliber extended magazines. Now honestly, there's been a lot of talk about extended magazines in the airgun world this year because it's taken me almost an entire year to go ahead and fully develop them to the point where they are at this point. The extended magazines for the S45 are what got us started, and I broke about 56,000 magazines to be able to get a successful design. The other rifles, like the 30 caliber Terminator in front of you, just significantly less violent as far as the action is concerned, and they were much easier to go ahead and put into production. However, I'm only one person, and I don't have the ability to go ahead and put the content out, film the content, edit, do my real job, be a husband, be a father, and go ahead and sell these things directly. So somebody's gone ahead and stepped in the gap for me, a Bluegrass Big Bore, and Thomas really is going ahead and putting the retail end of things together for you guys to make them available. These Terminator 30 caliber magazines are available at bluegrassbigbore.com, and they are available right now in stock. Very smooth, very smooth. At this point, we're working with a very dialed in set of parameters. I want to go over these things with you in this video. First off, these pink clips that this does come with, both sides do come with one. You're going to want to go ahead and retain these for usage in the field. What it's going to go ahead and do is keep ammunition from falling out of the side that's not in use inside the breech of the rifle, and it's going to go ahead and save you a lot of heartache as far as wasted ammunition. The only ammunition that's certified for this rifle is going to be NICS 49.5 NSA dish base hollow point slug. That's the slug that these were developed for, and there may be some more added to that line in the future, but for right now it's just the 49.5s. These are not symmetrical. There is a fat side, there is a thin side. The fat side goes on the back to slightly push the round forward and prevent the dreaded rim lock. It's a real thing, right? If one round gets too far behind the one in front of it, that conical shape is going to wedge instead of feed. That's what we want to avoid, and that's what these pink clips accommodate by putting the fat side in the back. Next thing you're going to want to go ahead and keep in mind is you're going to want to load these incrementally. You can't just go ahead and wind it all the way down, even though most of us are going to be strong enough to do so. You're going to want to go ahead and put the magazine at a 45-degree angle right about right here. The front side of the magazine is going to be facing up. You're going to pull it back just a little bit, just a very small amount. That small amount is going to be enough for you to drop around in the chamber. Observant people may have noticed that the EDC for the day here is the Avonix Viper 25 caliber, ready to rock and roll in full Han Solo format with the hollow sun on top and the JSB knockouts in the mag. Pretty cool carry, but it's a little bit bigger than the form factor I would typically like to see. Defender, not as reliable as this. Definitely this is not as powerful as the Human, so there's give and takes to each EDC. Back on track, back on track. Let's go ahead and take a minute and get this loaded up together. 45-degree angle, drop her in. There she goes, 100% perfect. And you can check it just by looking at it. It's going to accept a total of 20 7.62 rounds over the course of both sides of the magazine, giving you almost 100% more rounds than the factory ended up giving you. Now those factory magazines also had the more brittle plastic backs, which ended up breaking for me on my S45 as well as my Terminator 357. So for me, this is a really good upgrade knowing that there is no plastic back to break. 6, 7. That one I left a little bit too much space as I was loading, and it almost went sideways. If the round does go sideways, just incrementally release the pressure until you see that round come into the area where you need to release it from and shake it out of the way. It's really, really simple. That's really easy to go ahead and unload these if you know for sure you're not going to be using it for a duration of time, and just go ahead and relieve the tension on the follower itself. And just shake them into a box. Whether these are loaded or not, you're going to be able to go ahead and put the pink clip on, and it's going to once again be fat side back. It's going to put the round in the exact perfect position if it is loaded and keep stuff out of it if it's not. This is the basics of how this magazine operates. There's a lot of little details that you're going to be able to easily suss out and figure out if you have a brain that thinks like a normal human being during the initial time of ownership that you have these things. However, they are built to a very strong standard, and I don't see you guys breaking them. If you do, we stand behind it 110%, and if something legitimately goes wrong, don't hesitate for a moment to reach out to Thomas at Bluegrass Big Bore. He'll definitely take care of you, and I will be 100% facilitating anything that needs to happen on that end. But I have great confidence in these, and with a little bit of a learning curve, I'm sure you guys will too. it's gonna be a great place to go ahead and end today's video. But if you like today's video, give it a thumbs up. You want to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe for more with that notifications button so you can stay current on the channel as well as when these videos come out. If you really like these types of uploads, make sure you share it so that other people can see it. And I'll catch you boys in the next one.